What's up everybody? Welcome back to another video by TrunkFreshScreen34, and today we have Road Rumbler Mater from the Road Rumblers episode of Cars on the Road. So, a few weeks ago, or I guess it was more than a few weeks ago, I think it was like a month or two ago, we got Road Rumbler McQueen, which I reviewed, and I could not stop gushing over it. I was very impressed with how detailed it was. It definitely ended up being like a really good release. I was kind of surprised by that, but I'm very curious to see how Mater holds up in comparison, because, like I said, McQueen was fantastic. Mater, so far at a glance, looks great. The artwork, I'll show the artwork off. The artwork looks awesome. I love how not only did they make sure all of the like little attachments are included in the art, but I also just love his expression. Super, super fun, and the diecast itself looks to be very, very detailed. So yeah, I definitely have high hopes for Road Rumbler Mater, again, especially after McQueen, but the only way we're going to know for sure is if we review him. So, right off the bat here, let's get started. Road Rumbler Mater, of course, is from Cars on the Road in the Road Rumblers episode, where McQueen and Mater find themselves in a like post-apocalyptic turf war type environment, and they end up getting outfitted as rumblers with all sorts of crazy contraptions and accessories. In terms of what case he's in, not entirely sure. I'll leave that information in the description. But he is out. I believe he's been found multiple times in the United States, possibly even the UK, so he is definitely becoming a widespread release. I think he's in the same case as Nile Speedcone, actually, but don't quote me on that. Like I said, I'll leave it in the description. One thing I want to point out is how this absolutely would have been a deluxe 5 years ago, or even just 3 years ago. Because, like, look at how big and tall the blister is. Like, it's actually kind of crazy that they decided to cram all of this in here. And they didn't even make, like, the top piece, like the flamethrower thing, removable, I don't think. Because they easily could have and, like, trimmed down the blister. But no, they left it on, and we have this massive blister, which is kind of cool, to be honest. So, yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Of course, this is new for 2023. As it says. Of course, it's the kind of cartoonish desert background, which they are doing away with in 2024. And of course, the blister also has like a little map that we've seen over and over again from Cars on the Road. It's the same map, or at least it's partially the same map that they show on the back here. So, of course, as seen in Cars on the Road, and we've also got Adam Rodriguez, the Quadratorcasaur, Mateo, Griswold, the Westfalanapus, and the Nile Speedcone. So all of those are out, and yeah, out of all of those, actually, I think the only one I have is Nile Speedcone, so hopefully I can get those other ones soon, especially Adam Rodriguez. I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, let's get Road Rumbler Mater open. So, yeah, it has been a little bit, I think, since I've actually recorded a new review, because a lot of the other ones have been pre-recorded, so this will be kind of fun to kind of get back into it. Also, I recorded the Mato review with like a weird lighting setup. I had the flash on. I just wanted to see if that would make the video look better. It didn't. So I'm doing away with that setup. I'm not going to be using it again. And nobody really commented that they liked it or disliked it, so I'm not going to feel too bad about kind of keeping it around, essentially. But yeah, here is Road Rumbler Mater all opened up. Right off the bat, love the expression. It's very unique for Mater, I guess you could say, especially because we've had the same one on the normal Mater since 2006. I like that his eyes, I don't want to say squinted, but they're not like wide open. They're like kind of thin, I guess you could say. And of course the mouth. The mouth might be the same as some other Mater releases, but changing the eyes really does help. So that's super nice. One thing I really dislike, and this is something that I think happened with another Mater, I think Cryptid Buster Mater, is The eyelid and even the front here is a completely different color from the rest of Mater. I'm not a fan of it. It looks super jarring, and I don't think it matches the artwork. No. Like, if you look at the artwork, it's kind of lighter, like, on the front here, but the eyelids almost look like they're the same color, so it's super jarring, honestly, and it is probably the one major negative that I have about this release. Other than that, though, it looks great. So yeah, a partial nitpick. Of course, it's Mater, so he does not have a hood. You can just see the exposed air intake there. Now, Mater is kind of fun because his entire body is covered with these, like, I don't know what they are, like, spikes. I guess they're just spikes, which is just crazy. Yeah, he's got them all along the side, completely covers the Tow Mater, towing and salvage sticker, I guess, advertisement, there we go, on the side of his door there. Oops. Uh, also covers this, goes over the fenders. You can see he's got some on his bumper as well, and continues on this side as well. So it's crazy, and of course they're textured, so you can run your finger over it, and you can feel it, so that's super cool. Definitely a fun detail. I do really like the rust effect, though, that they've done. So even though I don't really like the choice to have lighter rust in the front, I do like what they've done here, where, I don't know, it looks a lot more weathered. Like, the weathering effect, I think, is much, much better than, say, China's Maters. So that's super cool. It's like they actually committed to making it look like realistic rust, which is really, really nice. They play with, like, different shades of, like, light and dark brown, which, I don't know, it just really makes it look realistic. The top part of Mater here is, like, super dark brown compared to, like, the rest of them, which is interesting. Again, helps with that, like, realistic feel. And something else to note, I guess, is that, you know, Cars on the Road takes place at least in 2020, because they mentioned the Tesla Cybertruck. So it takes place, like, over 10 years, almost 15 years after Cars 1. So it makes sense that the rust would be even more, I guess, it would be even more rusty now than it was in 2006. So that makes a lot of sense. Now, up top here, he has a flamethrower. I believe that's what this is. And it looks cool. It's a cool accessory. It's going to be kind of hard to focus on it, but it is a little bit grainy when you look at it, but honestly, it's not the end of the world, or at least I don't think it is. Yeah, you can see all the details here. This is the little piece where the flames come out, and it's got some little details on it, which is cool. It's got this, like, connector in the back, so it, like, the back of the flamethrower is connected to the little base, which is just attached to his roof. And yeah, it is not removable. Like, that's just molded onto his body. Very, very cool. Can't believe we're seeing Mater with a flamethrower. Like, it's so absurd. Cars on the Road in general is just so absurd. But yeah, he also has this, which, gonna be honest, I don't remember what this is. I think it's just a horn. I'm not entirely sure. I might have to rewatch the episode, but I love that he has it. Yeah, very, very cool. It does look like a horn, so I think that's what it might be, but very cool. And the last little accessory that he has that's exclusive to him is the spike ball on, like, that goes over his tow hook. Like, that's so cool. I don't know. It's a fun little thing that I like. I don't know. I think the Road Rumblers episode, despite how absurd it was actually kind of cool. Like, I think the concept was out there, but it was cool. So, definitely kind of enjoyed that. Like, that might be one of my favorite episodes. But yeah, that's about it for the Rumbler exclusive features here. Everything else is the same you'd see on a normal Mater, of course. The tow cables here, the light. Yeah. I didn't mention this, but he actually also has spikes going along the back here as well. So that's cool as well. And it covers the license plate too. You can't even see the A113 license plate. Interesting. But yeah, also, to show the interior of the truck bed a bit, it's like a dark brown compared to, like, the light brown that we're used to seeing. So yeah, I'm really impressed with all the details and effects that they've added to this version of Mater. And also, I'm gonna have to cut again because like my throat is hurting from talking so much. I'm gonna need to grab a drink. I'm sorry about that. All right, I grabbed some water. I'm good to go. Yeah, that is about it for the Rumbler Duo. Overall, super impressed with these diecasts, to be honest. I was not expecting to like these as much as I have, but they really went above and beyond with the details. I love what they've done with Mater to kind of make him to like have like the realistic rust effects. Like it's really well done. All of the accessories are really fun, and yeah, absolutely, absolutely adore these releases. 10 out of 10 from me. But I want to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the Road Rumbler episode, Road Rumbler Mater, McQueen, all that stuff. And yeah, that is about it for this review. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.